Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever exclusive Splat In Your Eyes episode. I'm your host, Matt Palash, and today we are going to be talking about NDP football. The Irish played a great game. They beat a very good team in North Branch, 27-12. They advanced to the playoffs to play in the district championship game. Now, this school has only won one district championship ever. That was in 2004, and then in the next game, they got smoked 35-7. So essentially, if this team wins this game, they're going to go down as one of the greatest teams in school history. And honestly, I think they can go farther than districts. But standing in their way of all of that is the Blackhawks of Brandon High School, a very balanced team. And I talked with one of their players, and he says that, you know, there's not the one thing that sticks out that makes them great. It's that everything is good. There's very few weak spots on that team. So the question is, what are the Irish going to attack? So that's a little bit of a opening recap preview kind of thing. So let's talk about a little bit of a podcast breakdown. So this past game, I was given a press pass, sideline pass, graciously given to me by Coach Fox in the athletic department, and I got a lot of really cool clips from the game. It was a really nice time. Thank you again to Coach Fox in the athletic department. I got a lot of really cool clips, and it was a really cool experience. And I think that I kind of learned some stuff just being down there. And the Irish played a great game. The atmosphere was fantastic. The stands were alive. The players were out there playing with passion. And it was a fantastic game. And if they play like that against Brandon, I believe they'll be moving on to the next round again. Now, Brandon, a little bit different than North Branch, a little more balanced. North Branch was very run-heavy. But it should be a very interesting game to see what happens. So now, I want you to go ahead and please stay tuned, because these clips coming up are going to be really cool. Now it's
I'm here post-game. Just one guy. You know, this position doesn't get a ton of love, but it deserves it. I'm here with the kicker, Julian Lee, after a great game.
Appreciate it. You know, it was a good game. You know, we fought hard. You know, we gave it everything we had. You know, we started off a little slow. You know, then we got it together at the end. But, you know, in the end, it's just because this team's so close. Like, you know, in all the years I've been here, all the different teams I've been on, you know, whether it's football, soccer, whatever, I've never been on a team this close before. So, you know, playing with these guys, it just means the world, you know?
Absolutely. So, this year, you've been very precise and very consistent. I'd say even more precise than last year. What have you done in the offseason to improve your game, which was already good to start with, but now it's just gone to an elite level?
You know, in the off season, it was just about getting to these camps, you know, doing training with all these different guys, just learning, just becoming more balanced and just getting my technique down.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Julian, it was great. It was great
Appreciate
talking
it,
to
man.
you. Congratulations on the win.
Appreciate
Take
it.
care.
Thanks.
So now I'd like to welcome to the show the special premiere of Splat In Your EYE guest, Daniel Heimbuch, who had a great interception last week. Daniel, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, thanks. Now to be on the show.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, and the pleasure is all mine. So, you know, usually what I do now is I sit here and ask Dan a few questions like I did with Coach Fox and Coach Whalen, but this episode is about changing things up. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm not sure if you can see this right now, but there are 10 cups. So in each cup is a question. I will ask whatever question is in the cup that Dan puts that ping pong ball into. So he'll shoot it, it'll go into a cup. I will ask him the question that's in the cup, and then for trivia, we're gonna have something different. So let's dive into our first segment, the interview questions. First shot, 1 for 1. I'm impressed. All right, let's see what we got here. What teammate have you known the longest?
I went to elementary school with Nathan Perkins and Joshua Edmonds.
Oh, cool. So almost alike.
It's been a while.
Long time.
Nathan Perkins has probably been like 12 years I've known him, and Josh Edmonds I'd say about 8 or 9.
Oh, really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you guys have been in the system of NDP for quite some
Oh
time.
yeah, a while.
All right.
There we go.
2 for 2. There we go. Let's check what question this is. If you had to bet on one NFL team to win the Super Bowl this year, who would you bet on?
Gotta go with the Patriots.
The Patriots?
They've just done it so much the last few years. I just feel like they can do it any year. Any year they're
Yeah.
ready to go.
Oh yeah, it's a smart bet. They're
Tom
8-1
Brady?
right now. Oh yeah, greatest football player to ever step on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get it back, man. Let's see if we can get it 3 in a row. Man, he's cooking, folks. He's cooking. Let's check it out. What is your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant. That's a tough one. There's a lot of good ones. Favorite restaurant? G's Pizzeria in Lake Orion, Michigan is a good one.
G's Pizzeria.
Mm-hmm. Gotta try it out sometime.
That's a new one. The last podcast I had on, I had Coach Whalen tell me to go to Walled Lake for it was a corn burger. I don't know what he told me. It was some kind of crazy food. So yeah, 3 for 3. He's cooking. Let's see if we can make it 4 in a row.
Automatic.
Holy cow.
Feel it today, I guess.
How long do you think it will take for the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl?
I think we have the pieces to make it happen this year.
This year?
Yup.
It's a bold take. I don't know if I know that.
Season's gonna turn around. We're gonna go for it this year.
11-4-1?
Yeah, I see it happen for sure.
All right.
Do you believe?
I do believe. I'm always going to believe.
There we go.
All right. Let's see if we can make it 5 for 5. Cooking. Absolutely cooking. Except that was in a cup that's already been
Oh.
answered.
There we go.
Check it out. Let's see. If you had the ability to fly, become invisible, or see the future, which would you pick?
I feel like I would go with flying.
Flying?
Get anywhere you want faster.
No traffic, right?
Yeah. I have to go flying.
It's a good choice. I'd probably do the same thing. I probably would. Let's see what we got here. I got a feeling it's another juicy one.
What do you got for me? Let's see it.
What is your favorite hobby outside of football?
Ever since I was a little kid, used to always love going fishing.
Fisher?
Going out in the lake.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. I haven't dove into fishing too much myself, but I've heard great things. So, yeah, interesting. Dan Heimbuch.
There we go.
There we go. Let's see what we got here. What is your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show would have to be The Office on Netflix.
The Office?
Oh yeah.
It's a pretty common choice around here, I find.
Yeah.
It's a good show. I get
Common
it.
choice for a reason. Like, good show.
Absolutely.
Never
Great
gets
show.
old.
Favorite character?
Dwight.
Dwight? Oh, that's the perfect pick.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love the truth.
I'll switch it up. Go for that one. Got that one.
There we go. The cup falling over and everything. Let's see what we got. What is your, you said your favorite restaurant was pizzeria, right?
Mm-hmm.
This question kind of relates to that. What is your favorite pizza topping?
Classic pepperoni, I'd say.
That's a wonderful
Regular
choice.
pepperoni.
Wonderful choice. I'm on the
Simple man.
same bandwagon.
Simple man.
Absolutely. Cannot get any better. All right. Two more. Now here's where the shooting comes in. Oh man.
There we go.
Just about to say this is where the shooting gets tough, but he sinks it right away. Let's see what we got here. Who have been some of the people that have helped you to become the football player that you are?
Well, certainly all the high school coaches like Fox and Whalen. My younger brother sitting right over there is pointing at himself, so I'll give him a shout out. Drew Heimbuch. Middle school coaches, parents, family, There we go.
He sinks it. Toughest shot of the whole game, and let's see if the question is worth it. I think it is.
That better be a good one.
Oh, it is a good one. Is there any NFL football player that you try and learn from?
One player I do like is Jalen Ramsey. He's a very physical player, and he has a lot of confidence.
I like that too. Oh yeah. All right. So, yeah. And now it's time for everybody's favorite game, a Splat In Your EYE special of trivia. So let's dive right into it. Question number 1. What defensive lineman did the Detroit Lions acquire from the New York Giants mid-season last year?
That would be Damon Harrison.
That is correct. 1 for 1. And remember, folks, if Dan gets 4 out of 5, he's going to get a Gatorade. I haven't bought anybody a Gatorade yet. I got to get on that. End of the season, for all the players tuning in that have won, I will get you your Gatorade at the end of the season. Question number 2. Who was the football coach at Michigan before Jim Harbaugh?
Brady Hoke. Sad era of Michigan football, but we've moved on since.
Moved on since, and that is correct. 2 for 2. We are a good hot shooter, and with the cups, and now he's starting to heat up a little bit with the trivia. Question number 3. Who was the offensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions?
Daryl Bevell.
That is correct. 3 for 3, and he's cooking. Now, 4th question, an easier one. Where did T.J. Hawkinson go to college?
Iowa University. Hawkeyes.
That is correct. 4 for 4. Now, Dan's already got a Gatorade, but we'll talk about what happens next if he gets it wrong. If you don't get it wrong, there's no need to talk about it. Who is currently the backup quarterback for the Detroit Lions?
I know a few years ago it was Jake Rudock, but I do not know who it currently is.
That is incorrect. It actually is Jeff Driscoll. They acquired him mid-season, so that was a little bit of a tough one. So now let's talk about what's going to happen. So I have 10 cups there. 5 of them I have filled halfway up with water. Dan is going to shoot 1 ping pong ball. If he makes it in one of the cups that doesn't have water in it, stays dry, gets his Gatorade, everything's nice, we pack it home, pack it all up and go home. But if he puts it in one of the cups that does have water in them, all 5 of those cups that have water in them, I will dump on Dan's head. So there's a lot, there's a lot at stake here, Dan.
Yeah, a little pressure,
So,
a little incentive.
I've got, actually, I had 1 extra spare water bottle, so we'll toss that aside for now. Moment of truth.
That sounded good. Sounded like no water.
It is a dry one, no water.
go.
Dan goes home, 4 for 5. Gatorade. Thank you for tuning in, folks. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Dan, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure to stay tuned for future episodes. And now we're going to have a little bit of a special segment. I'd like to go live to our special cheerleader reporter, Jimmy Fox.
Before we go, shout out Joshua Edmonds and shout out Drew Heimbuch.
Take it away, Jimmy.
Japor, how do you think? How do you feel after the big win?
Oh my gosh, it was just amazing. Team played so well. It was crazy out here. North Branch just got defeated.
Strong offense with Junior Jacob Benson.
Oh wow. I mean, it was really, really strong. Jacob was on the bench though. I don't know what that was about.